146. Gesundheit. Is the chance of achieving the chance of achieving the desired result make a difference? This is in addition to the 7 conditions. Meaning, does it make a difference if you're going to get the result from it or not? Does it have to be a constructive result in order to say this rechilas? What would you think?
Yeah, well, I think so. A lot of times you don't know if you're going to get a result or not.
I know, you don't know, but what would you say?
I would think, yes, it has to be for...
Yeah.
You have to get... For order you to say, you have to know that you're going to get something positive.
Okay. Now, with day 145, that was yesterday, we learned that one can tell over achilas for a constructive purpose only if his intent is pure and does not have, as they call, personal motivation. It's not from his own benefit. Now, constructive intent is what distinguishes, separates out a person who's concerned and trying to help somebody else from just a guy who is a gossip monger. I mean, you speak to people all the time, and what do you say to them? You say, can I ask you, like, what difference does it make to you? And they go, nothing, I just want to know. Right?
That's a gossip monger.
Yeah. Or I speak to people all the time, and they say to me, you got to hear this. And I go, for what purpose? And they go, you just need to know. It's just crazy. I said, then I don't think I really need to know, right? But if you don't tell me you need to know because it's going to help.
What if they say just to get you to listen to it that it's going to
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they say. Oh, then they trick you, meaning they say, this is going to help you out. And then afterwards it's, all right. Then you can say, I didn't need to know that. You have to tell them, say, listen, I didn't really need to know that. I did not need to know it at all. All that does is make me, know something. I feel like, Now, however, just having the right intention alone is not enough to make it, it's not sufficient for a person to be able to then talk about somebody else. Doesn't make it permissible. Now, unless there's a reasonable chance that like we said, the intended purpose, right, the constructive intended purpose is going to be accomplished, then even though the guy's well-meaning, and he goes, isn't this just a horrible thing? That is just rechilas. It's just gossip mongering. Now, sometimes someone finds himself giving advice to friends who've been physically or emotionally abused in a family, social situation, work setting. It happens. Now, with those times, the victim that it happened to doesn't yet grasp how bad this is, how bad it's happened to them. He doesn't realize how severe this problem is that's been going on. He doesn't even realize, a lot of times, who the responsible person is who's caused it. Now, making this clear to this person and advising the person how to deal with the other party would appear to be helping them, right? It would appear to be a real mitzvah over here. You can help them out. In many situations like this, however, the victim is not going to defend himself or herself and is going to do little or nothing to change the situation. So if you're going to deal with that person, it is forbidden to show them this person is causing you a problem. That's what they're doing. Why? Because as sad as it might seem, the person's not going to change anything. And therefore, it's not a constructive, there's not going to be any constructive purpose accomplished. So therefore, giving the person advice and clarifying the situation is, in that case, it seems very sad, but it is purposeless. Now, I will just add, sometimes by saying it, they've heard it, they go, oh, I've heard it from another person. They've heard it already. But and then hearing it from you can make it better. So I know I'm trying to sound like I'm trying to sell rechilas, right? Go say rechilas. But in certain situations, even though it says here, you know, it just doesn't pay, the person's not going to change. Sometimes they will change. So maybe it depends.
Maybe
You have to
you're a more
really weigh.
influential figure in his life. I'll listen to you more than
That's right. Could be. Could be. I'm not going to say, they're going to listen to me. I'm going to go tell them,
Well, you say
right?
go do
But
it.
sometimes you have to say to yourself, listen, this guy's heard it already, but the truth is, you know, we've already said, he's anyway heard it already. It makes it a little bit not so bad since the guy knows it. But hearing it from another person, sometimes finally the guy says, you know, I've heard this from enough people. I really need to do something. So therefore, that might help. So you have to really weigh the situation. Is it going to help or not?